Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Quick throw caught on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But we've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now here comes the bunch formation. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
7th play now, the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 35-yard attempt. And he knocks that one right through. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition for that defensive line play.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's got a man down the middle. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Kirk come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties. And a big play is the result.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Caught quickly. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. It's a run. Running back's got it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Christina, the sweat era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the 1st quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Tide offense line up here on first and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Bush. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it a 43.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Buckeyes getting set on first and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds that big tight end for a short pass.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Using his legs here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to pass. It's Bush. Throws it to the right. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Buckeyes trying to cash in here in the red zone. He'll hand it off. Stop short of the end zone. Stop the ball at the 2-yard line. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Gain moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And they punch it in. 3rd and goal on the 12th play of this drive. Scanning the field. It's Bush. The pocket breaking down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Now that is stepping up by this defense and coming up with a great play. Now 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack. Backs against the wall. They get this sack, and now forcing them into a possible field goal. And that's a win for the defense.
The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. The field goal is good. And the game is now tied.
No, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield. But you better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
The QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to launch it deep again. Can't hold on. The defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's a great job by this defense at getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage, makes it very difficult to find an open man. But boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
Pass incomplete. Here comes the punt team. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Tight end makes the grab. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who whipped his way wide open. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? To throw, it's Bush. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Connects on the PAT, so it's 10-3. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
Solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 49. 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Let's it fly out of the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. But there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that's about. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Bush. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And third down, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Caught in the flat by the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And the back now goes in motion. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He slings this one deep down the left side. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Could have been his second pick today. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. Sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Bush. Running back grabs it on a screen. They bring him down, but but not before he gains first down yardage. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Buckeyes will have to kick this away. The returner is brought down. Let's get started with the next drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
Pressure is coming. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get him behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
They'll kick it away here. Decides not to fair catch it, but he is tackled immediately. A gutsy move, but didn't produce much. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Bush. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Alabama offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he fires the football to the right side. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Well, when you play cover three, you leave your corners essentially on an island downfield. Love how the corner does a nice job of being able to stay in position, stalk the receiver, and locate the ball for that interception.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Back to pass. It's Bush. Quick completion to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That completion makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's the target, and it's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
To throw, it's Bush. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath cover.
Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
Looking to pass here on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the defense wraps him up.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
So now it's 3rd and short in the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. Tackle made quickly, but they're knocking on the door. Ball spotted at the 8.
That is such a big pickup for this offense late in this game. You go play action pass on 3rd down. A lot of times you're caught up on the quarterback trying to sell it. I think the entire offense does their job here. The defense is out of position. They're able to convert.
He's swarmed by the defense. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Hand off inside, looking for the touchdown. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4th-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Back to pass. It's Bush. He's got it right near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Rifles this football to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Looking to make a big play downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And now from the pistol formation. Dropping back, it's Bush. Trying to extend the play. Going to try to use his legs here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Buckeyes will have to kick it away. That's already his 5th punt of the game. And a low line drive, ugly punt. And the return will be brought down. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 20. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
He's running out of time here. On the run here. Lets it go. Catch made by the tight end. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11th. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. To the air. It's Bush. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. The pass rush closing in. He's moving out of the pocket. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the 1st down marker. The clock is still running enough to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's escaping the pocket now. Intercepted in the end zone. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another